The sales volume and number of sales continue to be the story in the middle of the market in Steamboat for the month of April. And the increase in new listings finally eclipses the drop in active listings. Hi, this is John James with the James team at RE/MAX Partners, and I've got another Steamboat market update for April 2021, this time in the middle price segment of $750,000 to $2 million. And with every market update, I give you the numbers and at least some analysis on what these numbers might mean. So let's get started. Median sold price is up 4.5% to $1,077,000 from the $1,030,000 we saw in April of last year. That's a respectable increase and what we would expect in a normal year in real estate here in Steamboat. But we all know it has not been a normal year. But median sold price is not the big story. Number of sales and total dollar volume both almost doubled from last year. Number of sales went from 211 to 406, marking a 92.5% increase, and total dollar volume saw a 98% increase over the $238 million of April of 2020 to $471,453,614 this April. Granted, sales from the last April were going to be low because of the first full month of lockdown, but it still reflects a sizable increase. On the inventory front, the number of homes and the time they stay on the market remain substantially low. Homes in this price range now only last a median of 19 days. Compare that to April 2020, and that's a 77% drop. 77%. Month supply, the time it would take to sell all the homes in this price segment shifted from being comfortably in the buyer's market range at 8.8 months to decidedly in the seller's market at 3.2 months, a 63% decrease. And there are almost half of the active listings on the market this past April, 48% to be more precise, than there were this time last year, from 162 to 84. One shining data point in all of this is the number of new listings taken in April. This rose 50% to 466, where there were only 310 last year. So don't let anyone tell you there isn't any new inventory out there. The reality is it's there, but as the data shows, it's just not staying on for very long. Why the increase in new listings? I think sellers are finally seeing that if they don't sell now, they might get priced out of what they want to buy, and they will get very close to their list price. We can see this in the sales to list price ratio. Sellers got a sales price of 98.5% of what they listed their homes for. That's 1.2% over last April, and that might not sound like a lot, but those ratios usually go up or down by tenths of a percentage, not over a full point. And you'd be hard-pressed to see a price reduction in the middle of the market either. There were 3 in April. Last year, there were 5. Still low, but the main takeaway is that the listings are not staying on the market long enough to need a price reduction. Finally, let's take a look at our future indicators. Pending listings jumped from 217 in April of 2020 to 484 last month. It's a 123% increase, so expect a strong May as well. One outlying indicator is the back on market stat. That increased by 2/3 from 4 to 12. This is one of the few segments of the market to see more terminated contracts than the year before. And looking back at previous months, it's certainly not a trend as it varies widely each month. I'll keep an eye out on this one. So there is the middle of the market for Steamboat. Next up, the luxury market, where I take a look at homes sold over $2 million in April. And don't forget to check out my new series, The Contract, where I break down different parts of the real estate contract and how it impacts buyers and sellers. Last week, I explained the escalation clause, and this week, I get into the ins and outs of a counter. So please check it out. If you have any more questions about this part of the market, please reach out to me by leaving a comment under the video, calling or texting me at 970-846 0797 or just emailing me at johnjames@jamesteamsteamboat.com. We'll see you next time. Take care.